So we have selected 5 out of it, 5 best out of the same, and we'll play 5. And the idea is to put across कि ये जो लोग हैं ये आप में से, आप और हम में ही हैं, साधारण लोग हैं, और उन्होंने बस एक इनिशियल एक एफर्ट डाला है प्रॉब्ली AICA सेशन के बाद या आउट ऑफ नीड, एंड दे आर एबल टू डू दिस. एंड सनी जी अनफॉर्चुनेट गुस्सा होकर बैठे हैं, उन्होंने रात को डाला, बट आई वॉज नॉट एबल टू कंपाइल. आई एम सो सॉरी फॉर दिस. आई विल शेयर हिज वीडियो ऑल्सो ऑन द ग्रुप फॉर यू टू रेफर. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद.
मतलब मैं बोलना चाहूँगा कि हम लोग सब लोग कोई ना कोई AI टूल यूज़ कर रहे हैं. वी आर हैविंग अ लाइसेंस ऑफ एनी ऑफ द टूल्स. मैनी रिटर्न फाइलिंग सॉफ्टवेयर हो गया, चैट GPT हो गया, क्लॉड हो गया, बट हम लोग उस चीज़ को अपने में इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं कर पाते हैं बिकॉज डे टू डे वर्क से निकल नहीं पाते हैं. तो ये जो 5 टूल्स हम लोग 5 वीडियोस दिखाएंगे अभी, इन लोग ने टाइम निकाला और यूज केस बना के दिया फॉर हेल्प ऑफ अस. तो वुड रिक्वेस्ट एवरीवन टू प्लीज सी देम एंड ट्राई टू इम्प्लीमेंट देम इन योर प्रोफेशनल लाइफ.
एंड previous session में ऋषभ ने बोला it's all about mindset. So these people have have been able to break that mindset and have taken this effort to create these videos. So let's start the first AV, please.
So first tool, and it is by C Anurag Singhal ji. He is not available here. उन्होंने
Hi friend, I am just as an amateur trying to learn how ChatGPT can be used in association with Python to do one mundane job, which is what I have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10-ish kind of stocks which are in the cybersecurity space. I have to compute the 3-year stock price volatility for these stocks using data from Yahoo Finance. Now, the manual process to do this would have been to go to Yahoo Finance, click on each ticker, download the 3-year stock price data in an Excel file, and then using formula compute the volatility. Instead of this, what I did was I went to ChatGPT and I said, write a Python code to compute stock price volatility for a period of 3 years for the following stocks. And then ChatGPT gives me a script. Now this script will have some errors. So there'll be some debugging which will be required. Every time there's an error, we tell ChatGPT to revise it. They do this. And now on this fixed code, I click this code and I go to Anaconda. I click on Jupyter Notebook. It says launching. And yes, this takes a bit of your time, but it's worth the patience. So then your local host gets opened. Click on File, New, Notebook. And in the notebook, you can click on Select. And here you paste the entire code. Click on Shift, Enter. So the whole code has been done and the volatility data has been saved to the file called stockvolatility.csv. So I go here and I click on this stockvolatility.csv and I click on download and I open this and here's magic. For these 10 stocks, this data is there. Now this is in a delimited format. So I click on data, text to columns, and I go for delimited. And here the limiters are comma. So I click on comma and I click on finish. And this is what it is. Here I just compute this in the form of percentage. So this is my annualized volatility based on 3-year data.
Isn't this fascinating? So this entire thing would have taken at least an hour for me to do manually, but with the help of ChatGPT, Python, and Anaconda, I've been able to do this seamlessly.
Hello friends, this is CA Abhishek Agarwal from Kolkata. I'm a practicing chartered accountant. I welcome you all to the IT Summit, Digital Future 4.0. and I take the opportunity to thank ACAE to give me a platform and opportunity to demonstrate my automation through the initiative AI Catalyst. I start with the screen. This is the starting screen, the PDF automation Google Sheet. It has I have tested the scenario a few times, so it has generated till 155 invoice. So we'll start with make automation. Uh, thing is, we'll log in into the make automation first. We'll log in. I've already logged in here. We'll test the scenarios. We'll go into the scenarios. I've already created the scenario. So this is the initial scenario which I have created. This is the automation. I will explain the automation here. The automation is about fetching the data from a PDF invoice and entering it into a Google Sheet. So the thing is, the invoice is automated through the email. This is the scenario here. It is linked to my email account abhishekagarwal.learning@gmail.com. It's a personal account, so automation of personal accounts can be done through Google Console. That is an easy process. I can explain that later. So the data is fetched from the inbox, and I have created a Gmail filter, that is the CA Abhishek invoice PDF filter. So it will fetch the invoice in this name, CA Abhishek invoice, and the next thing I have created is array aggregator. That means suppose an email has multiple attachments, multiple PDF. So it will not run the entire scenario multiple times, rather than it will run only one time. Next thing is it pushes that PDF file into the Google Drive. I've created a scenario called upload a file. It uploads the file to the Google Drive, and from there it is dumped into a folder, that is the test folder. I will show you the Google Drive here. It has created a test folder here. Okay. And next, data cannot be directly fetched from the Google Drive. So a share link has to be shared for whatever platform it needs to read. Okay. So from the Google Drive, a share link is created through the Google Drive itself. I've created the scenario where the file ID is read, that is a CA Abhishek Agarwal invoice, a CA Abhishek invoice, and it is pushed through the link is shared to O-Code Kit, that is the paid tool here, through which the PDF OCR can read the entire PDF, it can analyze the PDF, and it can read the OCR also, scanned images too. So it analyzes the data from there. It reads the web link that the Google Drive provided, and next it is forwarded to ChatGPT. That is the OpenAI integration which I have done here. I have done few prompts. I have written few prompts. This is the best part. I love writing prompts. Prompt engineering is what fascinates me. So I've written, please analyze the text below and extract the following item for me: invoice, quantity, price, tag, subtotal, date, description. And it is generated in JSON data. JSON data is the master data. So it's the JSON format in which it's fetching the invoice. It's fetching invoice number, description, quantity, price, tag, subtotal. So the JSON file is created and ultimately it is pushed onto the Google Sheets. The thing is, I will show you how this invoice is created and pushed into the sheet. I've already accessed it few times. Now I will show you a sample invoice which I've already created. That is, if you remember, I've already shown you the Google Sheet till 155. Now I have generated invoice number 156. I've changed the description and the amount. Okay. And then we'll create a PDF of it. I have already created a PDF of it. That is CA Abhishek invoice here. Yeah. So it's the PDF already created here, and then I have already mailed that to abhishekagarwal.learning. That is test 7. So see, here's the invoice which I have already received. So that invoice will be running at this moment. and we'll basically have to choose here, like we can schedule it from a specific date, all the emails, or for the moment of this demonstration, I will select that particular invoice which we need to process now. Okay. After this, now since we have fetched it, we'll run the entire scenario once, and the scenario is run. Hopefully it runs well. Okay, it's now analyzing the PDF, and ChatGPT is doing its wonders, and the JSON is created and the data is pushed into the Google automation. Now we'll again revisit the PDF automation sheet and see AA/156 is now created and being professional. So it has worked perfectly. Uh, this is the automation.
Hi friends, myself here Renu Modi and I am participating in this AI enthusiast contest. I'll show you what I have prepared for that. See, this is my automated financial statements as per Schedule 3 of Companies Act, wherein I have linked my Excel balance sheet with my Tally through ODBC. Now this balance sheet shows figures for March 24 and March 23, and if I want I can change it to any year I want to view. Say if I choose it to 23, 22, and here if I choose 21, then it will show me the balance sheet for March 23 and 22. As we can see, the balance sheet is tallied, the profit and loss and entire thing is as per Schedule 3 ka format. Now say if with this data I want to prepare my balance sheet for March 2025. So I'll choose the previous year to be 24, and here now I have my trial balance till 24 imported here. To get my trial balance for March 25 through Tally automatically, I'll just copy this, I'll paste in here, I'll go to query, and I'll just open the financial year 24-25. See, as we can see, cash balance here is 58137, which is the figure for March 24. Now to update it, I'll just change it to 25, and I'll go to query and I'll refresh this sheet. This changes my cash balance to say 38137. As we can see from Tally, my cash balance is 38137, bank is 20072, 20072. So it has updated figures for March 25, and accordingly here also it has shown balance sheet for March 25 and previous year's 24, and we can see that the balance is tallied, and all my profit and loss account, my notes, all the everywhere the figures, dates have changed to 25, 24, and my figures for March 25 is taken. This shows figures in INR, that is in whole number. And if I say I want figure in hundreds, I'll just select 100 here, and it will show me it will say that the figures are in INR hundreds in all the sheets, and it will take convert my figures to INR in hundreds. So this is the entire. Now say if in during the year I have, if I change the data, say if I make an entry general expenses 2000 to cash. Now I want my Excel balance sheet to be updated. So I'll just go to this, I'll go to query, I'll refresh. It will change my cash balance to 36137 and my general expenses to that, and accordingly it will change my balance sheet, all automated. See, now we have a balance sheet which is telling, and everything is automated. Say if I have a new ledger in any financial year, say I open an account, Alt C FD 2232 under fixed deposits, and I make an FD of 2000 through say cash. Okay. Now when I refresh it again, if I refresh it, it will refresh the data, but since this FD was not shown as to where do I need to show it in the balance sheet, it is showing me NA. What I need to do is I'll just click these three, I'll go to master, and I'll just tell it which cell, which column do I need to post it. I've just given her the instructions that it needs to go to fixed deposits with bank. Here now it will show fixed deposits with bank, and it will take it to my balance sheet fixed deposit, as you can see from this schedule. My FD shows to be 2000 rupees. So the only thing when we add a new ledger is we need to update the master one time, and my balance sheet for the financial year 2025 is ready at one click. One more thing, like this software I have prepared for say this company. Now I want all the data, all the details, all the changes to be made to my other balance sheets as well. Say this these things that I have linked, I have changed the year, I have automated the formula. Even for this we don't need to do it manually. We can just record a macro by doing it in one file and save that macro to personal macro, and then if we open another balance sheet and we run that macro, then everything will be automated. So I can show you that if time permits. Say this is my file. I'll just show two things, I'll change two things with a macro on. So यहाँ पे I'll just go to view, I'll go record macro, and I'll record macro in personal macro workbook. I'll name it as financials macro. Starts with macro. Now what I'll do, I'll insert a worksheet here. I'll say name it Anil Homes Private Limited. I'll create a list here, list of drop downs, list, say I'll create a list of 31.
जनरेट पीडीएफ करते हैं तो ये सारे के सारे पीडीएफ हम हमारे डिजायर्ड आउटपुट जो मैं एक फोल्डर बना रखा हूँ, ये देखिए ये फोल्डर अभी खाली है। हेलो फ्रेंड्स, माई सेल्फ सी ए गौरव गोइंका। मैं आज आपके साथ एक यूज़ केस शेयर करना चाहता हूँ। मैंने पाइथन की कोडिंग चैट जीपीटी की मदद से एक टूल बनाया है जो वर्ड और एक्सेल के फाइल को पीडीएफ कन्वर्ट कर देता है और हम वहीं से उसको डायरेक्टली मेल कर सकते हैं। ये बेसिकली मैंने हाउसिंग सोसाइटीज़ को ध्यान में रखते हुए क्लब्स को, जहाँ पर मैं एवरी मंथ फ्लैट ओनर्स के ऊपर में मेंटेनेंस बिल रेज करने पड़ते हैं, उनको ध्यान में रखते हुए बनाया है। जैसे मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ, ये मेरा टूल है जहाँ पर हमें एक्सेल की फ़ाइल अपलोड करनी है और यहाँ पर हम अपना एक और एक्सेल फाइल अपलोड करते हैं जहाँ पर में सबके ईमेल आईडी लिखे हुए हैं। और जैसे ही हम यहाँ जनरेट पीडीएफ करते हैं तो ये सारे के सारे पीडीएफ हम हमारे डिजायर्ड आउटपुट जो मैं एक फ़ोल्डर बना रखा हूँ, ये देखिए ये फ़ोल्डर अभी खाली है, यहाँ पर अपने सारे के सारे पीडीएफ आ जाएंगे। ये मैं आपको एक्सेल की फाइल दिखाता हूँ। ये मेरी एक्सेल की फाइल्स है, यहाँ पर इतने सारे बिल्स बने हुए हैं। अब हम इस एक्सेल की फाइल को उस टूल पे अपलोड करेंगे और ये सारे के सारे अलग अलग पीडीएफ बन के सेव हो जाएंगे और एक सिंगल पीडीएफ भी कंसोलिडेटेड बन जाएगा। ये मैंने एक्सेल की फाइल अपलोड कर दी। अब मैं यहाँ पर मैं जिस फोल्डर में मेरे को ये फाइल सेव करनी है पीडीएफ बना के, वो फोल्डर मैं यहाँ सेलेक्ट करता हूँ और ये जनरेट पीडीएफ का बटन मैंने दबा दिया। ये देखिए कुछ ही सेकंड में सारे के सारे पीडीएफ बन के रेडी हैं। ये सारे के सारे पीडीएफ बन गए और एक सिंगल कंसोलिडेटेड फाइल बन गया। अब हम इस सारे फाइल्स को अलग अलग मेल करेंगे। ये मैंने एक टेस्ट सैंपल के हिसाब से एक ईमेल सेंडर शीट बोल के बना रखा है, जहाँ मैंने 3 अभी ईमेल आईडी टेस्ट करने के लिए डाले हैं और बिल नंबर्स एग्जैक्टली वैसे डाले हैं जो पीडीएफ सेव हुए हैं। अब ये टूल में हम वो एक्सेल की फाइल जहाँ हमारा सारा ईमेल आईडी लिखा हुआ है उसको अपलोड करेंगे और यहाँ मैं जिस ईमेल आईडी से हमें मेल भेजना है वो ईमेल आईडी यहाँ हम लिखेंगे। ये मैंने मेल की बॉडी डिफाइन कर दी और अब मैं सेंड ईमेल इस बटन पे क्लिक करते ही विद इन सेकेंड्स मेरे मेल आईडी से ये सारे के सारे मेल्स शूट हो जाएंगे। ये सारे मेल चले गए। ये देखिए ये तीनों पे तीनों मेल रिस्पेक्टिव मेल आईडीज पे मेल हो गए हैं। इसी तरह हम वर्ड की फाइल भी इसमें अपलोड कर सकते हैं और वर्ड की फाइल को भी ये पीडीएफ में कन्वर्ट करेगा और हम उसे फिर इस तरह से मेल कर सकते हैं। थैंक यू।
efficiently, and we can use the best version of ourselves. Okay, so I will show my use case. Simple, I have connected Python with Tally to generate automated